From communications to surveillance and navigation, troop command and long-range weapons targeting.
There's a lot at stake in space.
And continued access to it is essential to Australia's national security.
Space is fundamental to how Australia's economy works, how our military works, and how our government works.
The man tasked with growing the nation's footprint in the final frontier, Major General Gregory Novak, Head of Defence's Space Command.
The mission is to train and prepare space capabilities for the ADF for employment as part of an integrated force.
It's not quite what you see in the movies, but Space Command does draw its members from the Air Force, Army and Navy. Set up just 3 years ago, but building on Australia's decades of experience beyond Earth's atmosphere.
You could trace its origins right back to the late 60s.
Growing the ADF's expertise and capabilities in what is fast becoming an increasingly congested and contested domain.
Russia and China have built military systems to kill and disable the very satellites that our economy and our security depends on.
Part of the reason the government says it's scrapped a multi-billion-dollar program to create the first locally controlled military satellite communication system, moving away from 5 geostationary satellites towards a network of thousands of microsatellites in partnership with our allies. While having the ability to launch sovereign-owned assets into space, such as rockets and satellites, is something to aim for, Major General Novak says right now that's not a priority for Australia.
It's true to say that most of those capabilities at the moment are collaborative.
International cooperation, which has reinvigorated a desire to go where no one has gone before.
G'day, legends. Remember when the biggest thing watching you was your noisy neighbour peeking over the back fence? Oi, Dave, mowing the lawn again? A keen mate? Now, imagine the neighbour lives 500 kilometres above your head. Sounds like a sci-fi movie. Except Australia is investing billions into sovereign space capacity, Earth observation satellites and defence technology. The question isn't where satellites are coming, it's what's happening when every new piece of technology starts connecting together. Today we're separating fact from fiction because the truth is probably more interesting than a conspiracy. Australia has decided it wants more control over space. Government strategies released over the last few years make one thing clear. Australia wants sovereign space capacity. That means satellites, communication, Earth observations, and defence systems that don't rely entirely on allies. The Australian government has committed billions towards expanding defence capacity, including space becoming one of Australia's recognised war-fighting domains. Private Australian companies are also launching sovereign Earth observation satellites capable of capturing high-resolution imagery. Now, before anyone starts wrapping the house in aluminium foil, this doesn't mean someone is sitting in Canberra watching you burn sausages on the barbecue. Sorry, your barbecue disasters remain your own responsibility. Modern Earth observation satellites are incredible. They can monitor bushfires, floods, crop health, illegal fishing, urban development, environmental changes. Geoscience Australia openly explains how satellite imagery is used to map Australian landscapes, cities and even individual paddocks for scientific and government purposes, according to Geoscience Australia. That's incredibly useful, especially in a country where Mother Nature occasionally decides to throw cyclones, floods, fires and droughts in all in the same week. Here's where the privacy debate begins. Now, here's the part worth discussing. One satellite, no big deal. But what happens when you combine satellite imagery, mobile phones, vehicle number plate recognition, CCTV, facial recognition, digital ID, artificial intelligence, and massive cloud databases? Individually, each system serves a purpose. Together, they begin creating something society has never experienced before. Not because satellites can magically identify everyone from orbit, but because different technologies can be linked together. That's where many privacy experts believe real conversation belongs. It's not just about space. Think about your average Tuesday. Your phone knows where you drove, your bank knows where you bought coffee, your smartwatch knows your heart rate, your car may record your journey, traffic cameras see your registration, shopping centres have CCTV. Social media knows what you're interested in. Now add a satellite imagery monitoring infrastructure, transport corridors, or environmental activity. No single system knows everything, but modern technology increasingly allows information from different systems to be analysed together. That's the real discussion. Not Big Brother watching for space, but how much data exists across society. Governments argue that technologies improve national security, disaster response, border protection, emergency management, defence readiness, and to be fair, there's genuine evidence they do. Satellite imagery has become essential for emergency services, environmental monitoring, and defence planning, according to the Geoscience Australia. But history teaches us something. Every generation introduces technology that promises safety, then society asks, what safeguards should exist? That's not paranoia, that's democracy. Privacy isn't disappearing overnight, but Australia has privacy laws, oversight bodies, and legal protections governing how personal information is collected and used. But technology evolves much faster than legislation. Artificial intelligence keeps improving, Earth observations keeps improving, data analysis keeps improving. The question isn't whether technology advances, it always does. The real question is, can public oversight keep pace? Here's something worth thinking about. Every major technology arrives with two stories. One story is about what it can build. The other is about what it could become if nobody asks difficult questions. Satellites themselves aren't the villain. Neither is artificial intelligence. Well, that's debatable. Nor digital ID. Nor data. Technology doesn't decide how society uses it. People do. Democracies don't stay free because technology stops advancing. They stay free because citizens stay curious, ask questions, demand transparency, and insist that security and privacy aren't treated as opposites. So perhaps the real question isn't, is Big Brother already here? Maybe it is. As technology becomes more powerful every year, who decides where the line should be? Because once that line moves, history shows us it really moves back. So if you've made it this far, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Where do you think Australia should draw the line between national security and personal privacy? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you'd like to support an independent reporting while helping an Aussie creator keep cutting through the red tape, you can shout me a coffee, because every bit of support helps keep the video coming. And if protecting your privacy online is important to you, I also included links in the description to privacy tools I personally use and recommend. So stay curious, stay informed, and don't let anyone else do your thinking for you. Till next time, cheers legends!